This the overcomers anthem. Moving mountains and dancing. Got the keys to the kingdom. So by faith we already won. Whole squad got a war cry. Tell the enemy it ain't a fair fight. Cause the battle's already lost. Check the scoreboard, yeah. 1,000 fall to my left, 10,000 fall to my right. But I'm with the Most High. You got me set for, you got me set for life. Angels in heaven on my side, bringing that burn through the night. But I'm alright. You got me set for, you got me set for life. This the overcomer. We don't look like what we've been through. Let the lightning flash and the thunder roll. Somebody tell me anything else.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shayla and I've been documenting my health, fitness, lifestyle journey since July of this year. Every single week has been documented in my series known as Discipline Diaries. If you're interested in checking that out, go ahead and catch up from week 1. We are about to get started with week 25 where we're kicking things up a notch. It's a new year, new me. Just kidding. I wanted to kind of sit down and do a little review of 2025 and talk about my 2026 fitness, health goals. I did go ahead and jot some things down that we're going to go over, but let's also take a trip down memory lane and look at where we started to now. So I did do my final weigh-in on January 1st. Let me go ahead and show you. Yes, your girl ended 2025 at 300 pounds and I started 2025 at 345.6 pounds. And I was diagnosed with diabetes, started taking Manjaro. I went off for a little bit mid-year, got back on it in May, and I've been on it since then. In 2025, I also did have an almost 3-month period of no working out, no nothing. I was in a boot for a while because of my foot. And then I just stopped caring about eating, all those things. So take those 3 months out of this journey because really I didn't do anything during that time. By July, I was at 326 pounds and that's when I really started documenting this journey every single week. And we ended the year at 300. It's slow weight loss, it's steady weight loss, it's great weight loss. I am trying to lose a minimum of 100 pounds. I just want to enter my 30s in the healthiest body possible. So I'm giving myself time to do so. I've done all the quick fixes, the fat diet, 60 pounds in 4 months and just getting things off really quickly. And we're back at square one. Actually, we got bigger than we ever been when we did all those other journeys. So I decided this time I'm not doing anything extreme. I'm not doing anything that I don't see myself doing for the rest of my life. This is the longest period of time I've been consistent in years. And I think part of that is because everything that I'm doing is something I can see myself doing forever. Forever. I just finished a 90-day challenge where I was doing 4 a.m. gym workouts, tracking my calories, staying in the calorie deficit, drinking my water, moving my body 5 times a week, trying to get adequate sleep. It was a habit building challenge, so it wasn't meant to be perfect. It was meant to build the habits that were going to carry me into 2026. I think I did well in that aspect of now I have a set of habits that I feel more comfortable doing rather than not doing. When I'm skipping the gym or things like that, I want to be in the gym. Whenever I'm not getting enough sleep, so I'm staying up on my phone, I'm like, no, I got to get back on it because they're habits now. And it feels more natural to do those habits than to not do them. So that's where we're at right now. We lost 45 pounds in 2025. And my goal for 2026 is to lose a minimum of 50 pounds. That's very reasonable to lose in a year. I'm doing strength training. I'm also doing cardio. And I want to incorporate even more workouts in my routine as well. So I jotted down some things as far as my 2026 goals and plan. This is not a rigid plan. If you watch me, you know I be quick to switch it up, okay? I'll say something one week and the next week I do something else. As long as I'm staying committed to the habits and goals that I need for my journey, I don't care what it looks like. I'm gonna get it done, okay? The flexibility allows my brain a little peace. I'm too rigid in my plan. It makes me have an all or nothing mindset. I've noticed that flexibility is key for me in staying consistent. So let's talk about some things. What I've been doing is waking up at 4 a.m. on the days where I go to the gym in the morning. That's usually 3 days a week that I go to the gym. It'll still look like that, but some changes. And this is a rough plan. Like I said, it may change. I'm going to keep my 4 a.m. gym routine for the days that I'm going to the gym. But I want to wake up like that every weekday, even if I'm not going to the gym. On the non-gym days, I want to start doing cardio in the morning. Just a 30-minute walk or more, depends on the day. I'd like to get a morning walking session in because my goal is 7,000 steps a day. Why is it not 10? Because I chose to look at my baseline and then go a little bit above that. My baseline is, I was looking at my step count. Even though I'm going to the gym and working out, my step count is usually around 4,000 or 5,000. So putting it at 7,000 a day is a reasonable goal to strive towards. And then once I get that down consistently, then I'll pump it up to 10K. I like to do things in phases. Once I get one thing down, and then we expand, and then we expand, and then we expand. So we're starting with 7,000 as a step goal, and then we'll expand down the line. I'm so sorry if you hear me all stuffy. My allergies have been cutting up. I can barely breathe. I sound underwater. I can't hear myself. So I'm sorry if I'm breathing hard or I sound crazy, okay? I also want to incorporate other types of workouts every now and then. I'm actually going back to Pilates next week, but I want to try doing different things like that every now and then. I have a lot of interest that being big has kept me from. Not being big, not having stamina and the ability to keep up kept me from. Like, I want to try so many things, y'all. I would literally do jujitsu, okay? I want to do Muay Thai. I want to do kickboxing. I want to do so many different types of workouts. And as we go through this journey, I want to incorporate random little workouts every now and then. Oh, I see a hot Pilates class, or oh, there's a spin class. Not spin class. No, we're not doing that. Let me stop. Let me stop playing. I'm not doing a spin class. But definitely want to, go to Pilates class here, go to this fitness event here, or do this, a little Muay Thai, a little Jiu-Jitsu, a little Taekwondo. I want to do something. We'll start with Pilates though. I'm going to add in Pilates every now and then because it was a great core workout and it was a challenge for me. I want to keep my sleep schedule consistent. I only go to the gym 3 days during the week, so I'm only waking up at 4, 3 days in the week. On the other days, I wake up at a regular time where I just need to do my Bible study in the morning and get ready for work. I don't need as much time in the morning, but I wanted to keep my sleep and wake schedule consistent, which is why I'm making all mornings morning cardio. I want my body to get on a routine of when it's going to wake up and go to sleep, so I need to keep that more consistent than just those 3 days a week. So that's my goal. As far as nutrition, this is where I really need to lock in. I think I would have lost way more weight in 2025 if I was really locked in on my nutrition, but that's okay. Still had great progress and we're still going to continue to do so. My goal is to, one, get back into meal and ingredient prepping. I was doing really good with that when I started documenting my journey, and then November, December, it fell off with the meal prepping and everything because I didn't like having to spend a couple hours in the kitchen on Sundays when I was so busy with other stuff. My Sundays literally would be church, get groceries, prep for 3 hours, study, edit for a couple hours, my daughter's home. Like, it was just too much where I didn't have any rest day. I didn't have any time to just sit down on Saturday nor Sunday. I wasn't having any time to just be. I was tired of having my Sundays be productivity days, so I took that away. Now I'm done with school. I passed my licensure exam, so those things are off my plate, so I feel like I'd be fine getting back to meal or ingredient prepping. I like ingredient prep. Ingredient prep, I like that. I like it a lot, but we're gonna get back to that. Another goal as far as nutrition is to eat more whole foods and lessen processed foods. Not cut them out completely, and nor I'm gonna eat all whole foods, but I want to increase the amount of whole foods I'm eating and lessen the amount of processed food I'm eating in some aspect. I'm not going on a 100% whole food diet. I'm not. There's a couple things that I like that are processed that I need. I need my beef sticks. I want my yogurt. I'm just gonna work on getting better brands in certain things and then adding more whole foods to my diet. That's it. While doing that, I definitely want to make sure I'm hitting my protein goal and my fiber goals. Those are so important. We're gonna be doing a lot more meal prepping, ingredient prepping, showing y'all what I'm eating on a regular basis and all the types of videos this year. So be on the lookout for that. I should have said this one earlier, but another goal that's important for me is no phone in bed. No phone in bed, no phone in bed, no phone in bed. That one has been such a significant help in my life because it impacts my bedtime routine and my wake up time. When I'm on my phone in bed, I'm less likely to wake up to go to the gym. I'm not gonna be up at 1 a.m. on my phone on TikTok laughing and kikiing and then wake up at 4 a.m. to go to the gym. No. So eliminating phone in my bed has truly, truly, truly impacted this journey heavily. So we're gonna keep that as a rule and continue with that one moving forward. And lastly, I just wanna do a better job at recovery. More stretching, more use of my different muscle massagers that I have, and just making sure to actually recover my body, getting adequate sleep. I've already wrote down my full schedule for the month of January as far as the workouts we're doing, and yeah, I want to make sure I'm doing the best I can to recover my body on a week-by-week basis. That's all. I think I touched on everything. If not, y'all will see it in a weekly video. We lost 45 pounds in 2025, and we're going to lose at least 50 in 2026. I am confident that it will happen because I'm going to make it happen. I am building the habits and the lifestyle that aligns with a healthier me so I can enter into my 30s in the best body, health, life ever. God, Jesus Christ, has been my source, my strength through it all, and with him all things are possible. If you want to join me on this journey, go ahead and drop a comment down below and let me know, what are your fitness goals for 2026 and what are you doing to get there? What are the little steps, the little habits that you're taking to get to the 2026 fitness goals that you may have? And also make sure you like and subscribe to join me on my journey. I post every single week. I'm excited to see you in the comments as we continue to work on building a life that we deserve. I've been chilling a little bit at the end of 2025, but we're kicking it into high gear and we're getting to our goals. I'm confident that we're going to get all of the goals that we have accomplished in 2026 as long as we put the action steps behind us. We're not just sayers, thinkers, and dreamers over here. We are also doers. So join me on this journey. Can't wait to see you this Friday for another week of Discipline Diaries. Toodles!